One of Oliver's triggers that causes him to react is hearing the squeak of the fence door outside here in Santa Monica when people are coming into the building. So what we're going to do is do some counter conditioning. Counter conditioning is basically a process where we want to introduce the stimulus, in this case the squeak, while the dog is having something positive happen to them at the same time. So I'm going to hold up one of the treats that I'm going to leave with you guys. These are called Tricky Trainers. They're liver flavored. They're a meat-based treats, and he can nibble on them. Oliver, come here. Sit. So I want to let him start nibbling on it first. Now, Ben. Okay. So he stopped, so I had Ben stop. So what we're doing is I want to basically, while he's hearing that sound, I want to be delivering this high value treat. Oliver. I just want to reorientate him and make it easier for him to see the camera. Okay. So before I start, sit. I put him in a sitting position. And I'm going to let him start nibbling. Then I'm going to give him the command to do that. Sit. Now, Ben. Now he's still reacting to it, but he's not reacting by barking and going freaking out like he normally does. Okay. Sit. Now, Ben. Okay. So basically what we're doing is at the same time that he hears that, he's getting the delivery of the high value treat. After a while, he will associate that means something good. And instead of reacting, he's going to come up to you guys saying, hey, where's the treat for me? Now, it's going to take a little bit of time and practice. What you want to do is, my two tests are, can I get the dog to sit and can I get the dog to take a treat? If he won't take the treat or sit, we're too close to the stimulus. Now, you asked about your sister's kids. You can do the same thing with kids. Now, what we would do for kids is we wouldn't want to do it in a place this small. So you go maybe to her place. No, you can't have those treats, no. Oliver, sit. Sit. So what I would do is, again, let him nibble on it like this, and then I would have the kids on the far side of the room or in the park or wherever. Inside would be better, a big room. And then basically, while he's nibbling on the treat, you have one of them walk briskly. And then as soon as the treat is almost to be done getting eaten, you say enough, and they stop and they freeze in place. And then he finishes the treat. Then I pull out another treat, sit, walk. So they're walking while he's nibbling on this, and see how I am orientating? I can have him look whatever direction I want. So I want to keep him facing, in that case, the child as it walks. Now, if he stops taking the treat or won't sit down, that means the kid is too close. Ben, you can come back up, sorry. And so the idea is we want to have the distance so large that he doesn't perceive the child to be a threat, so he doesn't have to react to it. And then we practice this while he's watching the kid go and he's getting the positive reinforcer. Once we can do that and he's pretty chill about it, then we have the kid come a little bit closer. And then repeat the same line across back and forth. And you keep on doing this. Now the key is not to let him react. If we push too far and he starts a barrage of barking at him, we pushed it too far and then we invalidated everything we did. So when he gets to the point where we can barely get him to take the treat or he will barely sit down, that's enough. Then you have the kid stop. Then you take him out in the backyard somewhere else, and then we can go back about our day. The next time, let's say we're at 15 feet when we stop. The next time you start at 16 feet. Always start one step behind. Now this is a slower process. It's going to take a little bit of time, but the idea is to keep on repping it and getting muscle memory so that eventually he starts to associate. When the kids are running around, I get treats. So after a while, he'll start to like and look forward to the kids running around. Now that's counter conditioning. It takes time, but this is the best way you can do it because this will stop it forever. Now you can also do it before you even get there. Maybe you go to, like, they have little swing sets things over here, don't they? Right by the beach.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go to a place where there's gonna be a lot of kids and open the distance so that he's looking at kids running around the playground and do the counter conditioning, but at such a distance where he'll sit and lie down. So it's not even your kids or your sister's kids, but sorry.
Yeah.
But the idea is he gets used to kids running around and not reacting because he thinks that he's in charge And running around is something he's in his mind. He's like, I didn't give you kids permission to run, so that's why he's reacting, lunging. But the more he practices being around it, when I lived in Santa Barbara, I lived right across the street from the beach. I went to the beach every day. After about 6 months, I never went to the beach because it was right across the street.
Right, you used to.
So I got used, desensitized. That's basically what we're counter conditioning and desensitizing him to the movement of little kids. But again, this one was pretty good. Although when I said, now Ben, he stopped and he started looking. He knew what that was.
Right.
So you might want to come up with a different command word. That, you know, 1, 2.
Right.
And 1 means you start. 2
Red,
means you
green,
stop.
whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And
change it up.
Yeah.
I would also do the same thing if you have a friend who has a car that's got brakes that whistle.
Sure.
Ask him to come
Or
and be over there,
skateboard.
be on the phone, or a skateboard. Yeah. You can go to a skateboard to the skate park over on the beach in Venice, and just offer the treat. And again, but open the distance so he'll sit and lie down. And you got to be careful, skateboarders, because a lot of them are assholes. They'll come in and they'll slap, you know, the board at the kid, at the dog to make it worse.
Yeah.
But the idea is for him to gradually get used to the sound, the sight, and he's getting these positive reinforcers. So that's counter conditioning.
Cool.